All About Me by Tom Chilson. My name is Laura Lynn Chilson. I was skinny, I had fair skin, blonde hair, and blue eyes. I didn't like my haircuts, but I did like my smile. My first childhood home was 2.5 stories high. I had my own room. My second childhood home was 1 story high. I had my own room. My third childhood home was 3 stories high with a pool, 3 acres of land, and I had my own room. I liked all of the subjects in school. Math was my best subject and English was my worst subject. I did not participate in any school activities or sports. I remember the fads were big shoulder pads and the puffy sleeves. I had been mentioned in the newspaper. It was the school newspaper. I got in the school newspaper for writing the best poem. It was about eyes. My friends were Lisa, Connie, and Brenda. My dad was hardworking, a leader, confident, and intelligent. My mom was patient, kind, hardworking, and loving. My favorite toy was a barn. It had animals and people. I could tell stories with it. I had to clean dishes, clean my room, feed the dog, and feed the chickens. I got allowance when I did them. On holidays, we go swimming or we drive all over the place looking at animals and cool stuff. I had a lot of animals. I had Susie, a gray-white cat, Thunder, a black lab, Joey, a really good cat, Star, a horse, 3 chickens, and 2 ducks. The most important lesson my parents taught me was to love one another. I learned it through their actions. My earliest childhood memory was when I tried to get out of the crib crying and I pulled the curtain down. My childhood hero was Fred Astaire. The funniest thing that ever happened to me was when my friends and I were walking right next to the ocean. We were pushing each other around, not in a mean way. And then we fell. We fell all the way to the ocean and it was winter. The thing that had the most impact on my life was 9/11. It shocked me on how people can be so evil. One of my favorite stories was this one. My friend Lisa and I were 5 years old when we lived across the street from each other in San Jose, California. To the exact, I lived at 1505 Puerto Vallarta. One day, we decided we were going to run away for no particular reason, only that it would be fun. We got one of my suitcases and put canned food and clothing in the bag. We got some other stuff at Lisa's house. We walked from Puerto Vallarta Drive, which was almost straight from Startlope School to Camden Drive. We turned right and walked until we reached the swimming pool on Camden Avenue. It was a total of 0.4 miles to the pool. We then went to the swimming area and went swimming. We were in the adults area. We were told to go to the children's area since we were not with our parents, so we decided to leave. While we stood on the corner, we were complaining whether to go to the dump to sleep for the night, which was across the street and a little down. I said to Lisa, "We better go home or we will go to jail." Then one of our parents drove up to us. We got in the car and went home.